So here we are in downtown Houma, Louisiana, and some of this stuff might look familiar to you if you've seen my video on Houma, or if you've seen the movie where the Crawdads Sing. This is where it was filmed, at least the in-town parts of the movie. Nice little 360 view. Now, this is Main Street in downtown Houma. I remember reading an article that said the movie was filmed on Lafayette Street. That's not accurate. If you walk down this way, which is north, Lafayette Street is right around the corner here. Now, if some of this kind of looks like a disaster area, it's because, well, last year was a disaster area. Yeah, so this here is Lafayette Street. If you've watched my Houma video, you'll recognize this mural. Did a photo of this and put it in the video. Yeah, the post office is down there. But yeah, you go back this way, you take a right, and now you're on Main Street. The only one you can really see that still looks like it would have in the movie is the cleaners right there. The only thing is I'm a little confused as to which building served as Western Auto in the movie. I want to say it's this one right here that we're approaching on the left, but I also think that was the theater, so I'm not entirely certain, because there's another building that looks just like this, at least the tops of the building, like the design. Of course, last year, after the movie was filmed, Hurricane Ida hit Houma almost head on, and you can still see damage if you look at this building right here with the gate in front of it. Look above the overhang, and you can see pieces of the roof still on top of that overhang. You can see even damage up on the roof still. See, looks like they filmed over here too. So this one might have been Western Auto too. Like I said, I'm not entirely certain. It was a little hard to tell because they did such a tight shot of it. I think there's only one shot where you actually see the full exterior. I want to say this damaged building was the Piggly Wiggly in the movie. Of course, that's all been covered up, so it no longer looks like it did in the movie. And you know, for a town that got slammed by a Category 4 hurricane, the worst one that has ever hit this area, it's actually not looking that bad for a year later. Now, one of the articles also mentioned that the interior of the courthouse that was in the movie was filmed in the St. Bernard Parish courthouse. At first glance, though, when they show exterior shots of the courthouse, I was thinking that it was the courthouse here, the Terrebonne Parish Courthouse. Oh, and for the record, if you may not know, in Louisiana, counties are not called counties, they're called parishes. So Houma is in Terrebonne Parish, and Houma is the seat of Terrebonne Parish. And this is the Terrebonne Parish Courthouse up here. They're actually, looks like they're building a gazebo here on the front lawn of the courthouse. Yeah, and even the benches that you see here look like the ones that were in front of the courthouse that were in the movie. So again, the interior shots were definitely not filmed here in the courthouse. So, I've never been in the St. Bernard Parish Courthouse, but I'm going to assume that, you know, that's what it is. And you should recognize this if you watched my Houma video as well. There are 2 shots of the front of the courthouse in that video. And actually, also the very first shot you see in my video is the People's Drug Store, which is past these trees at the corner. And I should also point out that in Louisiana, we do not say crawdads or crayfish. We refer to them as crawfish. And there's People's Drugs. Looking down Main Street, a few blocks from here is the Twin Spans that you saw in my Houma video. The building that was used for the front of the schoolhouse is actually right down here. If you look past this blue building and down to the corner, you'll see a brick building, and that was the front of the schoolhouse. There are 2 other locations. I know for sure that the movie was filmed in Louisiana. One was Fontainebleau State Park in Mandeville, and there was another one in a state park in nearby Madisonville. And I've been to Fontainebleau many times. I haven't been to the other park, but see, if they're as close as they seem to be, it might be something I try and make a trip all in one day. And I actually want to do a series of videos about the filming locations that were done here. So this will be part 1. The next stop will be part 2, and I may include both parks in the same video, or I may just keep them separate and do a 3-part series. But I can tell you for certain that the beach scenes that are in the movie were definitely Fontainebleau State Park. I've been there many times. It's actually one of my favorite state parks in Louisiana. It borders Lake Pontchartrain on the north, and depending on which direction you're coming from, you may or may not have to cross the causeway to get there. Without giving too much away, this again, this serves as what looks to me like the front of the schoolhouse. I think they shot it from this angle where she runs out of the schoolhouse and she's in tears because she's being picked on by the other kids. You can see a little archway right there, the double stairs, and the main entrance. And pulling back the curtain a little bit, this is a Monday morning, Labor Day morning to be exact. So yeah, there you have it. This is we'll call this part 1 of our filming locations of Where the Crawdads Sing. Hope you guys like this, and if you want to see more on Houma, feel free to watch my Houma video where I explore a little bit more of the city and not just the downtown area. Alright, so thanks guys for watching, and we will see you in part 2. And in the meantime, drive safely.